what's up? Showtime from Showtime Shredded Fitness over here. Boom, 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 boom. Size, growth, get big. All right. So, I promised a video. I think about posting a video about this stuff that's coming out. Now I'm exposing all of these big name people, right? Celebrities, okay? Famous actors, famous bodybuilders, famous fitness athletes, some of them who claim to be all natural and supposedly are not natural, right? Celebrity trainers, law enforcement personnel, who else did he say? Public officials, okay? This one individual is exposing a shitload of names. And a lot of you guys probably know who I'm talking about. And I can rattle off a bunch of names mentioned, but I'm not going to. I can tell you the name of the individual who posted these videos too. It's just what I don't like to do is put it out there, throw people under the bus, right? And draw negative, what could be perceived as negative attention to a good name person. Some of these athletes and actors and artists and these types of things. Some of these names mentioned and wrestlers, right? WWE, WWF, are such household names. A lot of little kids even look up to some of these guys. Okay, and his point is this. And when he said this, I kind of got off of my high horse and didn't look him because at first I'm like, you're fucking snitch, right? Just mind your own business. But his reason for this, because I think the other thing, well, fuck, he's doing it for money then, right? No, his reason for it, and he spends more money protecting his ass so he doesn't get sued than anything else. So, if he's telling the truth and he's getting little or no profit off of it, and he's already very financially well off, the risk-to-benefit ratio, and he's even had death threats against him, right? So, risk-to-benefit ratio, if I was in his shoes, would be to keep my mouth shut and not do the videos, okay? Because I wasn't making any money off of it, people get mad at me, and life might be in danger, right? So for those three reasons, unless I had a very, very good reason, I wouldn't do what he's doing. But he's so firmly believing in what he's doing, if he's being an honest guy, and he seems pretty legit. Even admits to his own wrongdoings. He says he's broken the law here and there on little stuff, but nothing real major, and he's done it legally through TRT, HRT, and so he's not doing a holier-than-thou attitude. But all he's trying to do, believe it or not, is, if he's telling the truth, and I believe him, is to be honest about everything. But the problem is he's being honest about everybody, and not everybody wants to disclose this information for their own personal reasons, right? And I'm going to tell you why I agree and disagree with what he's doing. I agree with what he's doing to a certain extent because I think he's right. I think sometimes when you say as long as you work hard and you do what you're supposed to do and you eat your Wheaties, take your vitamins and all these types of things, you can be just like your heroes, and it's not always the case. Fair enough. Some type of supplementation or vitamins or ergogenic aids, PEDs, AAS, science technology type drugs might be necessary for certain individuals, and you can certainly get to a very nice physique naturally. I know people very, very legit that I could swear on a stack of Bibles that they're clean with no AAS or PEDs or anything else or SARMs or anything like that, right? It can be done, and that's why I'm a little bit against how he's going about it, because too much nowadays by having that too public is that, oh, okay, especially by naming the names, if it's like somebody that's already convinced that this person's natural and they're just getting into the gym, they're just getting, and worse yet, it might be a kid, because It should never be touching anything like that, right? But adult, kid, whatever it is, just getting into the industry, haven't even had the root system in there yet, okay? Because before you even think about crossing over, you want to go as far as you can, as long as you can. Fair enough? That's my belief, okay? Shoot, I've been trained since I was 5 years old, right? How many 5-year-olds, take performance-enhancing drugs? It better not be, right? Destroying that poor little kid. Whoever's giving a 5-year-old kid anything like that should be going to jail, right? I mean, even a teenager should not be doing that. The parents should probably go to jail for something like that, okay? So, if that's the case and the kid sees, or adult, I don't care, but they see their idol, their go-to guy that they trust, and they're convinced that this person's natural, then find out, oh, they're not. And they got a week in the gym. Well, if that's what that person's doing, then I need to do it too. And they so quickly forfeit their gains by jumping into it too soon. And now they're relying on those types of things to even get anywhere. And a lot of it's genetics and work ethic and nutrition before it's that other stuff, right? You want to learn the ins and outs of everything before you even go that route. So that's why I have a problem with going about being too terribly honest and dropping names. And I don't care that this is, well, I do kind of care. Like, I do appreciate that he's at least trying to get as much concrete evidence rather than just throwing shit up against the wall and just throwing up accusations based on a rumor, right? Because a lot of people do that too, and that really pisses people off because a lot of times they'll be straight up false, or the information, the source that came from out of that mouth is just dirty. It's just a drama person and it's bullshit. So as far as that goes, at least he's trying to do it the most legit way possible. But again, he's exposing some very reputable, respected people. Like I said, celebrities, actors, public officials, people who work in law enforcement, people whose names should not be drug into any of this, okay? And he does bring up a good point. Some of this has already been public anyways. A lot of these people are going to be prosecuted anyways. So those types of things, it's not quite as bad because it's already going to be public knowledge anyways. And he's just kind of exposing some of it before the fact and or after the fact or whatever. But the more he, throws it out there, and the more people that follow this guy, the more that person's reputation can go down a little bit. Now, some of these guys are firing back at him, and I think that's a mistake. I think they should just, most of these guys, names are mentioned, they just kind of, stay away from it. They keep their distance. I've got a couple of personal friends in his videos on that list. And again, I'm not going to name them, but he does. And it's not cool because, like I said, some of these people, for their own personal reasons, be it because they're